Probably look a little crazy right now, but that's okay. Just wanted to check in with everyone, the followers of my YouTube channel who the algorithm puts this video in front of. Yeah, I wanted to know what's been keeping you guys inspired lately. For me, I have been just constantly trying to figure things out. But more recently, I've been kind of just going with the flow with certain things and being a little bit more disciplined and what's the word? Just making stuff happen with other things, for lack of a better word. I've been doing some gigs in person, which has been a lot of fun on the piano. Tomorrow I'm going to bring this new lightweight piano that I have with some Teenage Engineering gear, my OPZ, my OB4, my TX6, and play some beats, play some piano, improvise, and just have a good time at a place called Soul Bowls. Very excited for that. They're paying me for it, which is cool. It's making me think a little bit about how I could structure this type of thing, like how I can do several of these at these different places that I have connections with. And, you know, I guess my practice sessions at home kind of become a little bit more nuanced and getting a set list together and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited for that. I even thought about like tomorrow at some point during the performance, which will be 2 hours from 11 to 1 Eastern. I was like, you know, like there's some people who bring a piano there and they play and they sing. I'm probably not going to do any singing tomorrow, but there's something I can do tomorrow that no one else really can. Or I shouldn't say that, but there's something that can make my set unique in that at any point I can just be like, you know, have them request a song that like an actual, I don't know, song that they like listening to, and instead of like learning the chords or something, I can actually play it from my phone onto the OB4, and then I can do my remix thing. And people I think will be pretty amazed by that, by hearing a song and then like pitch shifting it in real time. I think when people see that for the first time, it's like kind of mind-blowing in my experience. So maybe we'll do some of that type of stuff. And other than that, I've been like on my channel here, I kind of was prioritizing live streams lately because those are so much easier and they've been pretty fun, and they kind of grow the channel a little bit here and there and stuff. But more recently I've been kind of thinking about just making some more videos like this, and like the one that either is out now or will be out shortly after this. I'm not sure the timing yet, but like having my studio set up for horizontal multiple cameras with like a production studio where I could switch from camera to camera in pre instead of post. And that's kind of a game changer, I think, because it'll make making those videos significantly more easier. And then I think from here, like using AI to help with titles and help with descriptions and stuff, that's been super helpful. I think the one piece that I still need to sort of lock in on is figuring out how to sort of automate, I guess is the best way to say it, or how to kind of get thumbnails, like a better process for creating thumbnails. Because right now the way that it is, it's like I forget the term, but like, you know, the thing that is causing friction, that's making me not want to create as many videos. Like after this video, like what's the thumbnail going to be, kind of thing. So yeah, I got to figure that piece out. I think there's probably AI tools out there that could tremendously help with that. I'm writing a book finally. I'm writing a book about chords that'll be out soon. I'm very excited about that because that will be something that will entice and allow me to kind of continue with these tutorials and maybe with the live streams and videos and master classes and things like that, to say charge $10 or something for this ebook that's, you know, written by me, that's my stamp of approval on. You know, that there's something about that I think you need to do, right? As a content person, you need to have something that's like passive income, something that people can purchase and you don't have to do anything else. And I don't have anything like that. Even my Patreon, when I've been promoting that and people would buy, you know, a membership on Patreon, it's not passive, right? I still have to show up there. I still have to deliver. I have to do something on that platform in order to make it worthwhile. Otherwise, people are going to be like, well, what's the point of this, right? But a book is passive. And so, yeah, I'm very excited about that too. I'll, probably make a full video on that, like once it's out and stuff, to kind of talk about it and everything. What else? And that's it. Yeah, just taking it piece by piece, understanding that like AI is upon us, and how can I sort of spearhead my interests and passions and leverage and teach. Well, I should say leverage / teach people about it, right? So like, I'll give you an example. Like, I have a tutoring business called KMATS, Kevin's Mentor and Tutor Services. And in that business, I do a lot of tutoring in math and English language arts and piano lessons. And for me, being able to come up with like a relatable and fun and interesting introduction to something that is seemingly not interesting and not relatable, like calculus or even algebra, AI is amazing for that. It's amazing for sort of setting lesson plans up. It's amazing for even grading, worksheets and stuff, as I'm kind of discovering. I think there's so many people that don't understand that and don't know, or maybe are intimidated, or whatever the case is. And I also want to talk about the seemingly detrimental effects as well. Like, I've thought about how I rely on it pretty heavily now. Like, I'll put a story post up or an Instagram post, and I'll type some words in that I want to have on the story or on the reel or whatever. And I'm like, hey, make this better. And I might just, not even put that much effort into it, knowing that, this platform is gonna tune it for me, or, clean it up. And I think right off the top, the detriment to that is we're not allowing our brains to do what they're designed to do, right? Maybe over time that's going to make us, not maybe, definitely, I think, less reliant on our own brains, more reliant on technology more than ever before. And I don't know, I have, as someone who's into technology and passionate about this stuff, I have very, very, very much both ends of the extreme. I'm extraordinarily interested and intrigued and fascinated by what's happening right now, and how in a few years from now, this is going to be, it's going to be a whole new world, more so than when the internet became a thing, or when social media became a thing, Web 1, Web 2. And then, so I'm fascinated, and then I'm also not terrified, because I'm talking about it, and I'm not scared of it, but I'm nervous about what it's ultimately going to do. So yeah, I want to talk more about that on the channel. I want to just start getting stuff out there and just dropping these videos and get these things out there to you guys, these thoughts. Khordmaster keys, I was just talking to someone earlier today, and I'm like, yo, I love making those, I love doing those episodes and stuff, but there's a lot of work that goes into those, so much more than most of my videos up to this point. Coordinating the schedule, actually having the interview, and then editing it, and all these things. And in the grand scheme, right, I'm in this place now where I'm starting to understand I really need to be intelligent and smart how I'm spending my time and how I'm spending my days. So I built this platform, and now people who are prominent and have big followings and this and that, they may give me the time of day, or their assistants, I guess those type of people, give me the time of day to have a conversation, to maybe get them on an episode, which is incredible. That's really, really cool. So what I'm thinking about now is I've been using this platform called Riverside.fm, which has been amazing. It's been really, really good. They're cutting edge. They're doing a lot of great stuff, but they weren't willing to work with me, partner with me in any kind of way. Which is fine, their prerogative, right? But on the other hand, Ecamm Live, which is more of a studio for the stuff that I mentioned earlier, switching cameras and stuff, but now has live streaming integration. I think it's had that for a while, but it has Zoom integration. And so what I'm kind of thinking right now is, if there's a way for me to, on the back end, set my episode up like a so that it looks the way that I want it to look, like, you know, like clean and nice and repeatable, you know, a box with me, my name, and then the guest name or whatever, and then just be able to send a Zoom link to someone, and they hop in the session, and then that Zoom link, I'm kind of saying something that's probably pretty obvious to people who do this already, but you know, that their Zoom box, their face is like in my broadcast, and then I live stream that, and then I don't have to do anything on the back end. That's what I see. And I've thought about this like 2 years ago. I talked to Henny the Business about this during one of our mentorship calls when I was doing those with him, which were amazing, by the way. Henny's the man. But I thought he mentioned, and we talked about, like, you know, like break down these things that are like causing friction and like make it easier on yourself. And part of that was like live streaming it. So I'm gonna do that probably for the next episode. I'm just gonna try it. Like, okay, what does this look like? And just give it a go. And then the live stream, you know, I can download it and then put it, if I still want to even do this, like the time that it takes to put it on all podcast platforms, probably still a good idea if I'm doubling down. Also, maybe not. I have to figure that piece out a little bit. But ultimately, in a good place creatively. The ebbs and flows of this journey are fascinating. I think having kids and having more responsibilities is kind of like making me lock in a little bit more than I ever have. And that's a good thing. Because it's causing this different sort of shift with my job, my profession here, which is content and my tutoring business and stuff. So we'll leave it at that. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I guess the call to action that I'd like for you guys to do is like let me know in the comments below what's been keeping you inspired, musically or otherwise. What have you been doing that's exciting to you lately? And let's have a dialogue about it. All right, thanks for watching. I'm surprised this little guy. Dang, is this not like, oh, it's because I'm like, why is that not going down like that? I'm surprised this little guy slept through the whole thing. Is he grabbing on my shirt? Yeah, a little bit. But this is cool. I used to do these walks with Kayla, my daughter, who's now 2 years old. He's 4 months, Jace. I used to do these walks with her all the time. And this is my first time walking with him outside and with this apparatus. I call it, me and my wife jokingly, or wittingly, like witty. We're being witty when we say it. I don't know the term, but we call it strap on, right? Because you strap it and put it on. But obviously there's a different connotation to that, isn't there? But yeah, this is nice. I want to do this more often, you know, with him, just a little bonding time. He spends 2 days a week at Jess's parents and 2 days a week at my parents. And then on Fridays I have him. So that's today. So you don't have to, you know, I was able to sleep in a little bit and get a little bit of work done so far, but also just kind of breathe a little bit, take it easy. I'll get some more work done. I guess technically this is work right here too. But I enjoy these like walk and talk videos like this. There's something cool and dynamic about it. So I definitely want to, you know, incorporate these in the mix as well. And like I said, I think things are really starting to come together. I feel like as I continue with this pace and with this level of conviction, a year from now, there's no reason at all why I wouldn't be able to reach whatever goals I set for myself. And I'm excited to kind of see that happen. So appreciate y'all. Have a good one. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.